Hey everybody, this is First Warren Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Brad. Back with an update on our rain today from Hermine. Kind of interesting what happened last night as the front that moved through brought us the first batch of rain, which we expected with the front, stalled a little farther south, and that's having a little bit of some implications on our weather today, depending on where you are. Here's the latest look. Here's Hermine. It is a tropical storm now, weakened quite a bit, lost 15 miles an hour off its maximum winds, and it's moving pretty much, I would say, right along I-95 or just to the east, but it looks like it's beginning to take a little bit of a turn towards the east to northeast a little bit. There's the front. Notice where it's stalled. It was going to stall here, but it stalled closer to Columbia, and that's going to be key to actually what happens around the Charlotte area. Now, we're still going to see rain. We're actually getting some light rain right now, but the heaviest stuff may be mainly to the east. Let me turn on the isobars, and I'm going to turn on the wind here, and you can see the winds are definitely strongest on the east side. We're getting 30, 40 mile an hour winds as it moves up the coast. So there's still strong winds along and east of the center. I'm going to put the track on here just to kind of give you an idea on where the center is. And you can see the track. Those are the models. Let me put the actual forecast cone on here, and you'll see the forecast track. It's going to move basically off in this direction. So you're going to see a track similar to what we had last night, but right along the coast, and then do something like this. So that puts most of our area right on the edge, like you're seeing right now. So let me look at the model guidance. This is the short range Arch HRRRR. We call it the HRR for short, but it's a short range rapid update forecast. And you can see the low. This is pretty good. It did really well with landfall, so that's why I'm looking at this model. You can see the low moving off in this direction, and look how we're right on the edge. I'm going to go in closer. We'll loop that one more time so everybody can kind of see the wide view. And then I'm going to show you a closer view of Charlotte to show you how we're going to be on the edge. And the faster movement of this is actually going to get it out of here pretty quick. So this runs from 9 o'clock this morning all the way to 2 o'clock in the morning. So you can see by 2 o'clock in the morning, the rain is moving out. But look how we're dancing right on the edge. Heavy rain, Charlotte, over in Cleveland County, western Lincoln, Gaston County, up into the foothills. You might not see much rain at all, and that's reflected in the new forecast guidance here. This is the rainfall forecast. So if you look very carefully, around Charlotte, it looks like 1 inch to 1.5 inches. You go just to the west, you're looking at 1/2 inch, but you go down into Union County, out towards Richmond County, you go from about 2 inches to about 6 inches here, just across these three counties. And if there's any subtle shift in the track, again, maybe a little bit to the right, then we could see these lesser amounts tug to the right, or a little nudge to the west, and we could see the heavier amounts move back to the west. So this front has been key. The fact that it's stalled to the south a little bit more is really making for this rain to shift off to the east, because most of the convergence, we call it, which is the lift, is going to occur closer to the coast now than it was over us. If this front had stalled over here, basically right in here, then we would have had really heavy rain here. Now I think that heavy rain band is going to be more in here, because remember, the front, this is where it is now, but the front will buckle back to the west a little bit through time. So that's a look at the system. I'm going to put on the isobars and winds there just so you get an idea. That's where it is now. It's racing to the northeast. Still good news for the weekend. Even along the coast, the only place that's going to have issues is the Outer Banks. I know they have a mandatory evacuation. Got to worry about still storm surge and some overwash. Remember, even on the Outer Banks, a small storm, a nor'easter, still causes issues. So there might be issues for Saturday. It will get better there Saturday, but it might be later in the afternoon than the rest of the coast, which right now is looking at pretty good conditions. But a tropical storm warning extends from all the way down to Savannah, all the way to the Virginia border. So all of the Carolinas impacted by this. For the Charlotte area, it was nice this morning, but the rain will start picking up, and there'll be light to moderate rain around, especially the later we get in the day. That evening rush, the worst weather will be this evening into about the midnight hour. I'll keep things up to date online. Of course, you can always check me out at wxbrad on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. I'm always there, and I'll keep you updated throughout the afternoon. I'll see you today on TV, though, starting at 4 p.m. on NBC Charlotte.